Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. I just want to do a really quick tutorial walkthrough of something I think is really important, especially as a lot of us are starting to record from home. So I think, we can use internal instruments and we can play into our digital audio workstations, whichever one you're in. But a lot of times when we start doing vocals, it can be a little bit tricky to get the levels right. And nothing can be more frustrating, I know for me, than to get like a really good vocal performance, but then you listen back and it's like distorted or it sounds weird and whatever. So I just want to do a really quick video walkthrough on how I set my levels to make sure, and again, it's not always perfect, but that we get the best levels possible. So I'm here in Logic, and again, this principle will go through any type of DAW that you're using, any digital audio workstation you're using. So the main thing that you want to do is make sure that your master level is not peaking. One way to make sure that this happens is never touch it. So you want your fader to stay like you can't really move it. You want this right over here to be something you pretend like you can't move it. So how do you do that? Because naturally when we're recording, when we're listening to music, we want to push up the volume louder and louder because it sounds better to our ear. But that tricks the ear and then will ultimately result in some issues with the clipping and overdriving and distortion. So what we do is we just make sure that all of our levels are actually lower. So if something is too loud, if we can't hear ourselves, we just need to turn everything else down. In Logic, it can be super easy. You just hit Shift and you'll arrow down, and you can literally arrow down through all of your tracks, which in this one I have a lot. I'm doing a song with my friends Russ Parrish and Matt Crossan that's going to be coming out actually later this month. Super excited about it. So we just want to make sure that all of our volumes are down. That way when we're actually putting our vocals on top of it, we're not pushing the volume super high, because that's where we get into issues. So if you see here, this is my vocal track right now. It just says audio. I'll just put Brian Scratch. So as you can see, the level's there, and I'm not getting too loud. There's no red, there's no orange, there's nothing but green, and we want green. So as an example, I'll start playing back a little bit of audio here so you can kind of check the levels that are coming in. So this is playing through, and this is the vocal level. I can hear myself just fine, but it's not peaking still because I have the rest of my levels low enough to where it's not overdriving. Of course, when you're singing, you might sing louder. So another thing to keep in mind too is once your levels are set right, then if it's a verse, for instance, in this song right here, I would be singing a little bit closer to the microphone in the verse where it's more down, but then when the chorus kicks in and it gets a little bit louder, I'm probably going to back off the mic maybe 2 to 3 inches, and if it's a big note, I might back off quite a bit more, and you can kind of fix those things later with compression and stuff. But the main thing is making sure that your levels are loud enough to hear, and that comes through turning down all of your other elements to make sure that your vocals are at a safe level, but then you can still hear yourself well. And then also placement. Obviously, if you get really close to the microphone, you're pushing your voice really loud, it has a great potential to overdrive. So being mindful of your distance. Also, if I was actually recording these vocals, I'd be using a pop filter to help with plosives and things too. But for this demonstration, I just want to make it quick and simple. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions at all, definitely feel free to comment below. I'm always happy to help. I hope that this helps you as you are recording. And again, any questions you have, just let me know, and hope you have a great rest of your day.